Hello everyone, welcome back. Namaste. Good morning, good afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the day. Today is day 16 and this is Awaken. Another quick reminder to please subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get your notifications and click on the little thumbs up button to like this video. Grab your mat or space on the floor and I will meet you there. Hello, so come and start by coming to tabletop. And from here, we're just going to begin to do some cat-cow. So you've done this loads of times before. So we're just going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, chest up. And as we exhale, we're going to roll through the spine, tuck the tailbone, push the floor away. Just do a couple of these in your own time. Making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders here and your knees are in line with your hips. To wake up the body. Great, and come to tabletop. So from here, you're going to sit back into child's pose. Stretch out your arms and your shoulders here. And you can raise your hands up onto your fingertips here to get a deeper stretch if you like. Lower the palms back down to the floor. From here, come up to tabletop and shift your body weight forward and come into Cobra. Push your body weight back up and come back into child's pose. And you're just going to float in and out of these two positions here. Inhale and exhale back to child's pose. Inhale to rise. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to lift your chest up. Exhale back. All the way down. And one more time, inhale to rise. Exhale to lower the body forward. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, push the hips back and come back into your child's pose. Great. Raise your hands up onto your fingertips again and then walk your hands out to the right here. Get a nice stretch up that left side body. And then return to the centre. Maybe send your heart deeper to the floor. And then change sides over to the left. And stretch out the right side body. And again back to the centre. Keep your hands a little bit wider and again press your chest to the floor. You should get a nice stretch inside your inner thighs here as well with the wide leg child's pose. Great. Come back to tabletop. From here, again making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders and knees in line with your hips. Keep your hands nice and spread on the ground here. And you're just going to tuck your toes and we're just going to lift our knees off the ground by about an inch and just hover there for a couple of breaths. So when you're ready, inhale to rise and hold. 2. And lower. This is a good way to waken up your core this morning. And again, inhale to rise. And lower. And we're going to do that one more time. Ready? Inhale. And hold. But breathe. Great, and lower back down. From here, you're going to send your hips up to the ceiling into downward dog. Great, pedal this one out. Move with how the body feels, twisting and turning, bending and straightening. Find your stillness. And from here, shift your body weight and come to high plank. And from here, just lower down onto your forearms. And just hold this position for a breath or two. And then from here, we're just going to do some side dips. So where you are, you're just going to drop your hip down to the right. Try not to sink it all the way down. You still want to keep some stability here in your core and keep it controlled. And then you're going to up and dip to the other side. And you just got to do this a couple of times on each side. 2, 3, 4. The other side, great. Come back to plank. If you can, shift your body weight back up to high plank. Inhale, lift your body weight up and back into downward dog. Rise up in your toes and shift your body weight forward to high plank. Inhale back up to downward dog. And breathe. And one more time, inhale to rise. Exhale forward to high plank. Inhale back up. Exhale back to downward dog. Lovely. And come back to child's pose here. And relax. Again, if you want to bring your hands up into your fingertips and lower your chest to the floor. When you're ready, big inhale and come back to tabletop. We're going to do that one more time. So make sure your toes are tucked, planted into the ground. Hands are wide. Nice, strong, stable base. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift your knees. Ready and rise. Great, and more. And relax here, and we're going to do that again. On your next inhale, rise. Great, and lower. We're going to do that one last time. So when you're ready again, strong base here, inhale to rise. Great. And lower, lovely. This time, there we go. Tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Great. From here, shift your body weight to high plank and lower down to your forearms. From here, we're going to do our side dips. So when you're ready, right and left. That's 1, 2, 3, and one more each side. Great. Push back to your high plank. Inhale back to down dog here. And exhale. Inhale, rise, shift forward, high plank. Inhale back to downward dog. And one more time, inhale to rise. Great, exhale, hold. Inhale, rise, back to downward dog. And hold for a breath or two here. Sending your hips high. Great. Drop the knees, come back to a wide knee child's pose. And relax again. Bring your hands up onto your fingertips if you want to deepen that stretch. Sending your bum back and into your heels. Next inhale, come back to tabletop, plant your hands, tuck your toes and send your hips back to downward dog. Here, taking a nice bend in your knees if you need it. And sending your hips up to the sky, heels back and down. Great. Shift your body weight up and forward again into high plank. Just hands. And then just chaturanga lower down all the way. And shift and come up into upward facing dog. And just hold here for a breath or two. If this is too much, just come to cobra instead. Lower the knees down. And breathe. Great. Send your hips back to downward dog here. And just take some baby steps and walk it to the top of the mat or to your hands. Drop and hand forward. The forward fold, Uttanasana. You can even grab onto the back of your ankles here for a deeper stretch. Gently release the arms and come back up. Hands to reach at the top and exhale, hands to heart centre. And release. So if you're not already there, come and step to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Knees nice and soft. We're going to begin our flow from here. So as you inhale, raise the arms up in front of you and come and sit back into Utkatasana. So inhale to rise. Chair pose. And just sit back here for a moment and breathe. Remember to keep your spine nice and straight, tailbone tucked in. Try not to let your back arch and your bum stick out. And try and sit low and back, arms raised up. If you can get them up overhead, that's great. If they're only in front of you here, that's fine too. Just make sure your knees are in line with your hips here over your toes. Spine's nice and straight. Shoulders back and down. Great. From here, release your left hand to the floor and take your right hand up. Come into a twist here, keeping both knees nice and bent. Exhale to release that hand back down to the earth. Step back to high plank. Lower into chaturanga to cobra here. Exhale back to downward dog. And from here, find some stillness. Inhale to send your right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, bring that knee to your nose and hold. Pushing the floor away, rounding the spine. Inhale, raise your leg back. This time as you exhale, bring the knee to the opposite elbow and then send it to the other side. And then push back. And one more time. Exhale, bring it to your elbow. And send it to your opposite elbow. Great, and back. Lovely, lower down. Inhale, rise to toes to high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, push the hips up and back to downward dog. And from here, rise high on your toes. Step, jump, walk, float to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Stretch out the spine into halfway lift. Forward fold again. Inhale, swing the arms up and round and rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to do the opposite side. So I'll come and face this side of the mat for you. So when you're ready, inhale, raise the arms up in front of you to Utkatasana. Sit back on your hips here, bum tucked in. And hold and breathe. Just take awareness of how this feels. Just adjust your body. And as you exhale, take your right hands out to the ground now and spin your chest up and open. To the left hand side, left arm up in the air, knees bent. Great. Send the left hand back down to the floor here. And step back into high plank. From here, chaturanga all the way down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back to downward dog. Nice. Find some stillness. And from here is your left leg. Exhale to nose and hold. Inhale, send the leg back. Inhale to elbow. And then send it to opposite elbow. And then back. Exhale. Couple of breaths. Elbow. Opposite elbow. Inhale back. Exhale to release down to the ground. Shift your body weight to high plank. Lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back to upward facing dog here. Come high on your toes. Step, jump, walk, float to the top of the mat here. Come to a nice forward fold. Inhale, rise to halfway lift here. Stretch out that back, create a bit of space here. Exhale, fold all the way forward again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again one more time on each side. We'll try and pick up the pace a little bit. So, release your hands by your side here. Feet hip width apart. Find some softness in your knees here. Tailbone tucked in. Spine nice and straight. From tailbone to crown. Shoulders back and down, chest open. Arms by your side. On an inhale, Utkatasana. Hold for a breath. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Raise the right arm up, come into a twist. Great. Exhale, lower that hand to the ground. Step or jump back to high plank. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to elbow. Opposite elbow. Inhale back, and one more time. Exhale to elbow. Opposite elbow. And inhale to send it back. Lower that foot down. Come to high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Come high. Step or jump to the top of the mat and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch out that spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise. Swing arms up and round again to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, plant the right hand. Twist the chest open to the left. Exhale, plant the hand back down. Step back, high plank, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push the hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale to elbow. Then to opposite elbow. Inhale, push back. And again, one more time. Exhale. Inhale, send back. Exhale, lower that leg down. Inhale, come high to plank. Exhale, lower. Come to your cobra. Push the hips back to downward dog. Wee. Hold here for a breath. Find some stillness. Adjust your feet and hips. Inhale, rise on your toes. step jump or walk to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Stretch out that spine. Forward fold. From here, plant your hands. Send your left or right foot behind the other and lower your shin to the ground. And come to sit down on your bum on the floor. Well done. Your core should be on fire, but we're not finished yet. So your core and your arms and upper body might be on fire now. We're doing a little arm balance in there too. So from here, we're going to come back and revisit our boat pose. Yes, the lovely boat pose. I secretly love this one, but hate it. I have a love-hate relationship with this pose. So when you're ready, you can take your hands to under your knees here and bring your feet in as close to your bottom as you can. And from here, you're just going to lift your feet off the ground, and this might be enough for you here. But if you'd like to challenge it a bit more, take your legs up so they're like 90 degrees here, parallel to the floor. And again, you can keep your hands here and hold if that is better for you. Or again, you can challenge it a bit more. Take your arms out in front of you and try and keep your back nice and straight and up. Don't let it cave in like this. If you're doing that, then come back to an easier position until you've strengthened your core a wee bit more, okay? So from here, we're going to hold for a few breaths. And then, as before, we're going to lower down to the floor, stretching out the legs, but keeping the legs and chest hovering off the floor. And then back up again, okay? So we're going to do a couple of them, just to get the core even more fired up, if it's not already. So come to position, hands under knees, raise feet off the ground, and take it to where it feels good for you, and hold. Exhale to lower down, and hold. Inhale to rise and hold. And lower. Rise, one more time, you can do this. And lower. Inhale to rise. Plant the feet back down. And give yourself a bit of a rest, just shake your legs off a bit here. Whee. Maybe bend and stretch them a little bit. Nice. Loosen them off a bit. Great, we're going to do that one more time, okay? And this time, see if you can push yourself a little bit more. Maybe if you had your feet just hovering off the ground, see if you can take them up a wee bit. Even if you don't get them right to a 90-degree angle here, just try and raise them a little bit higher, or even see if you can let go. Just try and push yourself a little bit more this time. Great. So back to position when you're ready. Feet on the ground, knees bent, hands under your knees, nice straight back. Inhale to raise your legs and hold. Exhale and lower, hold. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise one more time. This is it, come on. And lower. Exhale and release back down and rest on the ground. Well done. But I'm going to torture you for a little bit longer, we're not quite finished. So wherever you are, stay lying on the ground, but raise your legs up to the ceiling here, straight legs. If you want some help, just place your hands gently underneath your hips here a little bit for support for your lower back. But just take your legs out wide as they can go. Going to shift over a bit. If you're very flexible and you can get your legs all the way down to the ground, just try and remember to activate and engage your muscles so they're still working. Don't let your legs just fall open. So as wide as they can go, just create a nice V shape here. And take your arms through your legs here and raise your chest off the ground. And we're just going to pulse here a couple of times. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, lower your legs back down. Stretch your arms up overhead. Oh. Let's do that one more time. Just take a moment here. Your legs go straight in front of you. Come and bend them again. And just send your legs straight up in the air. If your legs begin to bend slightly, don't worry about it. Legs up. And gently let them come out to the side here. Hands into position. And when you're ready, raise your head and chest up slightly. Nice big inhale. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 10. Legs back together and lower to the ground. Stretch your arms overhead. Well done. Ooh, it burns. Right, from here we're just going to stretch off a wee bit. Bend your knees into your chest. Give them a nice big hug. Lower your toes back down to the ground. With your knees still bent, feet flat on the floor, raise your right leg up and cross it over your left knee here. As if you were sitting on a chair cross-legged. And you're just going to send your legs over to the left-hand side here. And if you want, just let your toes stop your legs from going any further if this is enough. Or if you like a bit more of a stretch, just release your legs to the floor a bit more. Send your right arm out to the side and take your gaze to the right hand here. Keeping shoulders gently placed on the ground here. Right. Inhale, bring your legs back up. Release your right leg back down, foot to the floor. This time raise your left knee and bend it. Cross it over the right knee here. And again, send that to the right hand side this time. Take your gaze over to your left hand now. And hold for a bit. Inhale, bring your legs back up. Unravel them. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. This time, bring your knees up into your chest. Send your feet to the sky and hold on to them and come into happy baby here. Just help stretch out your inner thighs. And you can rock from side to side a little bit here. Just gently stretching. If you like, you can straighten one leg, maybe get a deeper stretch on the back of that hamstring. Another one. If you do one, do the other one. Just do what feels right to your body. Don't overstretch anywhere. Don't force anything too much. Just rock. When you feel ready, release your feet and send them back down to the floor. And just let your legs hang out. And now we're going to come into Shavasana. So if you're quite happy where you are and don't want to get up, that's fine. Just begin to relax into Shavasana now. Or if you would like to, go and grab a pillow, a blanket, some socks, a jumper, anything that keeps you comfortable and cozy in this last asana. So once you've grabbed all your bits and pieces, if you've decided to do that, come and lie back down on the mat. we have been working a lot of the core, so if your back's feeling a bit tight or sore, or lying flat on the ground isn't feeling good, to put a bolster or some cushions under your knees here, just to take any tension away from there. So as usual, just begin to relax the body. Anywhere that's feeling tight or you're feeling tension, just send that signal from your brain to that area now to just relax. Just be aware of any tightness or tension that you're holding and let it go. Be with the body, be with your mind. Be aware of your breathing. Perhaps counting your breath helps stop your mind wandering. But don't worry if it does wander, gently just bring it back to the present in your body and be aware of how that feels. And just take a minute or two here in silence, just to enjoy this relaxation and body awareness. Just begin to bring your awareness back to the room, back to the sounds. Start to bring that awareness to your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, just to gently nudge your body awake again. Bring it back to the room. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Take a bend in your knees. Just rock your legs from side to side. Windshield wipers. Maybe take a stretch. Your arms overhead. Maybe come to one side of your body now and just pause for a moment before you come up to a seated position. Just take your time. Take a few moments to get comfortable. Whether you're sitting cross-legged or your legs straight in front of you, perhaps you want to take a cushion to sit on. Raise your hips up off the floor slightly. Just take a few moments to get comfortable. Eyes are still closed, or you can gently open them and take a soft gaze. Palms facing up to the ceiling. With your fists gently resting on your knees. Take a few breaths here. Just when you're ready, we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths in and exhales. Counting our breaths. So we're going to inhale for 4, and gently exhale for 6. When you're ready, inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6. Again, inhale. 4, exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. And bow your head down to your thumb to meet your third eye chakra. And this is the moment where you give your gratitude and thanks. Maybe to yourself, to a loved one, to the universe. When you're ready, just begin to rub the palms of your hands together nice and fast. Heat and energy. And then when you're ready, gently place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Inhale. Gently exhale. Begin to slowly open your eyes and let the light seep in through your fingers. Moving your hands to reveal a smile. Thank you. Namaste. Well, I'll see you next time. Take care.